Good morning, beautiful people. We start another week. It's Monday. We are 25th, I believe, of January. And another beautiful day here in Cyprus, in this tiny island in the Mediterranean. So today I'm gonna talk about a mentality. A mentality of an employee and vs mentality of entrepreneur. What's the difference? I've been thinking I'm an entrepreneur for 7 years since I decided that I should own my own business. I should be my own boss, But um, what I found out that what I found out that if I don't change my if I don't shift my mindset from an employee to an entrepreneur, um, it will be very difficult because as an employee we are used to um, work for certain amount of time, certain period of time, if it's per day, per week, per month, and get paid in return for our services that we provided during that day or week or month. So when I shifted my when I decided to open my business, I established an online marketing company as a side hustle, and I started to get more customers. I started to put out myself, reach out to company owners, business owners, so I can offer my help. But in the same time, I realized that what I was doing, still doing, my mindset was the same as an employee. Um, I was spending my, I was, um, I was planning to get a client, to see how many hours I should work for them, for the project, and get paid accordingly. So it was actually the same thing. Instead of being employee for another person, for another company, I was my own employee. Um, I was not an entrepreneur. I was not a leader. Uh, my mind was the same. So I've started to read more books, see what people do in my industry to be successful. Uh, so so as I was saying, I've been thinking like an employee. Maybe most of us are thinking like an employee, or people, we are used to work 1 hour, get paid for 1 hour, or work for a day, get paid for a day for your services, and so on. Mm. I was even not thinking about getting more people into my business because I was not feeling secured, first of all, because some people may get into your business, get connected with your clients, and they take your clients and they leave. Maybe provide them with better price or something. So there is always this insecurity, because when you come from a mentality of an employer, you're thinking your beliefs, my beliefs were limited. How to run a business, how to lead, how to be a true owner of a business, not just self-employed. There's a big difference. I didn't know that. Because if you are doing your own business, if you have a small shop and you're not building up people in the business that can duplicate your success, that can um, let's take it this way. If you are just building, if you just open the restaurant and you think you're a business owner, you're right, you're a business owner, but you're not an entrepreneur, you're not At least this is how I see it now. Uh, you're not building a franchise. You know, you may end up in that shop, in that restaurant for the rest of your life without getting any bigger restaurants, without opening second or third branches. So this is what I'm talking about. If you own a business for the last 30 years or 20 years or 10 years, and you still own that business, just that own business, without expediting it, without growing it to many branches, or even let me explain you what I mean. I used to work in a Chinese restaurant, so I joined the restaurant. I was a cashier. The owner, his name was Ronnie, and he opened a small restaurant with his friend. He was a distributor for food. He used to deliver foods. He used to distribute foods and supplies for the restaurant. So one day, an idea came into his head, why I should not have my own restaurant, because now that I have many connections with the restaurants and I know how they run this restaurant, let's open the restaurant. So he opened the restaurant with a good friend of him, one chef from Asia, because it was a Chinese restaurant, so he had a friend from Asia who knew the menu, who was good at cooking. So they opened a small restaurant in suburbs of the city. It was a tiny restaurant, like 3 or 4 tables with limited seats, like 15-20 seats max. But they had also deliveries, but they were very successful. They were new in the market, not that much Chinese restaurants. But the point I want to make, sorry for that. The point I want to make here is that he didn't stop just there, because his business was growing. He quickly got in some friends of him that he trusted, trained them how to run a business, and he quickly opened a second branch in the city. And after 2 or 3 years, he had like 5 branches in the whole city, and he dominated the Chinese food, the Asian food in that city, and he was very famous, the restaurant. I was working in the downtown branch of that particular restaurant. So if any of my old colleagues, now that branch is closed because of the country's situation, it doesn't have anything to do with his leadership of Ronnie. He was a great leader, he was a great entrepreneur, he's a great businessman. So if anybody is watching from my old colleagues, I send you my regards, I miss you. Leave a comment, share this with other members of the restaurant who are still in business. So this is the story that I want to tell you, how your mindset has to be ready, how you have to educate yourself, how you have to work on yourself, how you have to have a vision for the next 10, 15, 20 years. If you are doing a business, you have to think openly that this is not your end goal, it's just the start. You have to do the mistake and learn from it and do better. Some people think that other people are lucky. I used to think like that people are lucky, you know, they have this business, they own this. But I am realizing that it's totally the opposite. They are lucky because they are ready. It makes sense, right? If I'm sitting home watching TV or playing games or whatever I'm doing, entertaining myself instead of educating myself, I will never get lucky, because that's not how the luck works. The luck works only when you're ready for opportunities, to see opportunities. When you are educating yourself, when you're constantly learning, motivating yourself, and doing mistakes, the most important thing. Most of people like me who have at least an employee mindset, they are not ready for opportunities. They cannot see opportunities, and they see everything that is luck. They call it luck. Um, you can still call it luck, and I wish you good luck. So enjoy your life, whatever you are doing, but even if you are employee, start something on the side and grow it. Go crazy with it. Don't be afraid for other people to be judging you. Uh, don't just stop. Run. Okay? Life is too good to be true. We are lucky as we are awake today. Also, we are healthy. There are some people that they don't have this luxury to be alive, to be healthy. So be grateful and love you all. See you in the next video. Bye bye.